Today I shall discuss the difference between two-stroke and four-stroke engine. The differences between two-stroke and four-stroke engine. Two-stroke and four-stroke engine. First of all, I am starting with four-stroke engine. This is the engine and this is the piston and this is the crank. This is top dead center, so this is T, and I am considering this is bottom dead center, so this is B. First, this piston will move from TDC, that is T, to B. I have written this is A and the piston is moving A to 1. This process is suction process. And during this suction process, when the piston will present at this TDC, then this point will be here, and when this piston move from T to B, this point of this crank will rotate and reach to this point, that is A. I am considering this point is 1. So I am saying further, when piston move from T to B, this point will move to this. So this process is the suction process. This process is the suction process. This is suction. During this suction process, fuel will enter, and if we represent a cycle, you can see that this process is the constant pressure process. This is P and this V. This is the suction process. This is A, this is 1. Okay. Now after this completion of this suction process, the piston will move from this 1 to 2. This is the compression process. In this compression process, further this point of this crank will rotate up to that. So this will be rotate here. So it will reach 1 to 2. This process is compression. And this point will be there. This is the compression. Already said this is the suction process. This is suction process and this is compression process. So this point reached to 2. After that, the piston will not move. This piston will not move. It will stay at the same point, TDC or T. So this is a constant volume process. So at this constant volume process, the heat will generate, that is the combustion process. This is combustion process. I am writing here this combustion process, no piston will move. So this is verticals, it will stay here. This is the combustion process, and this process is 2 to 3. This is 3 process, and as this 2 to 3 process, the piston is the same point, not moving. As the piston is not moving, so this will be the 3 point, same point, that is 2 and 3 point will be of the crank will be the same point. After that, the piston will move due to the combustion. After the combustion, this piston will move by expansion process. So piston will move here 3 to 4, that is expansion process, and this crank will rotate due to the expansion process, and it will reach to the point. This point will be the 4 point, and this process is expansion. And in the cycle, the expansion will be like that. This is expansion process. After the expansion process, the piston will not move, and piston will present at the same point B, and heat will release through it, and the crank will be the same point. This is 4 to 1 process. 4 to 1 process, the piston is not moving, and this crank will be the same point here. As this piston is not moving, so 4 point and 1 point will be the same. So this is the 4, and this will reach to 1. So this process is heat rejection. So this is the heat rejection process, this process. This 4 point and 1 point, this is the constant volume process, not moving. So this process is heat rejection. Rejection process. Now after that, the piston will move during the exhaust process. During the exhaust process, the piston will move B to T, and the combustion gas will exit from this chamber. So this piston will move from 1 to further A. This process is called exhaust process. Now during the exhaust process, you can see that the piston is moving to 1 to A, so it will reach 1 to A, further the same point. This is the A point. So we can see that this produces a cycle, that is the cycle. This is the ideal cycle. Okay, ideal. Now you can see that here, to complete this cycle, that is, it move A to 1, then 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and 4 to 1. After that, it will move 1 to A. That produce a cycle. This is the ideal cycle. This is ideal cycle. Ideal cycle. Now you can see that to complete this cycle, piston is moving 4 times. One during the suction process, then compression process, then expansion process, and exhaust process. The piston only moving, and this crank is rotating only in this 4 process, that is suction process, the piston is moving. After compression process, then expansion process, and this is exhaust. This is exhaust process. Now we can write to produce one cycle, total number of processes are 6. You can see that total number of processes are 6. That is the suction, compression, combustion, expansion and heat rejection, then exhaust. These 6 processes. So name of these 6 processes are now total number of strokes are total number of strokes are the stroke is the movement of the piston, that is the suction, compression, expansion and exhaust. That is the stroke. Only piston can move. Total number of strokes are 4. You can see this total number of strokes is this, only this. So here the suction, then compression, expansion, exhaust. These 4 are the strokes. Only this heat rejection and combustion process is cancelled, because during this process combustion and heat rejection piston does not move. So therefore only the piston move in suction process, compression process, expansion process, exhaust process. So these 4 processes are the stroke of the engine. Okay. Now this stroke is a piston movement. Okay. The total number of power strokes. Now what is the power stroke? Here only expansion process the power is produced to total rotation of this crank. Other the suction process, compression process, exhaust process, the expansion process give the other processes to rotate. Actually in the expansion process the piston will move by the combustion of this fuel, and this power automatically rotate the crank. When huge amount of heat will generate, the expansion process will take place, and suddenly movement of this piston from 3 to 4, this power will supply to this crank and automatically produce the other processes. Okay, so only input power given by this expansion process. So this is the power stroke is the expansion stroke. Okay, so this is expansion process. Now to complete the cycle, to complete this cycle, the crank will rotate. You can see this crank will rotate 2 times. To complete this cycle, this crank will rotate 2 times. That is A to this rotation 2, that is the one full rotation of this crank. After that 2 to A, that is the 2 rotation. So to produce this 4 stroke, this crank will rotate 2 times. Suction process the half, then compression process, that is half rotation. The compression process, this is half rotation. Then expansion process, the half rotation of this crank, and this exhaust process is the half. So this total is 4 into half, that is 2 rotation of the crank Okay. Now you can write, to complete the cycle, to produce this cycle, crank will rotate. To produce this cycle, crank will rotate 2 times. So to complete the cycle, the crank will rotate 2 times. Or to complete this cycle, it having the 4 stroke, so I can write 4 stroke produce 2 rotation of crank, that is, you can see this distance, this movement of this piston is called the stroke. This is called the stroke, and this length is called the stroke length. This is the stroke length, that is representing by L. One cycle produce 4 stroke, and these 4 strokes mean 4L distance travel. This is L, 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 and this is L. So 4L movement. So I can write, this is for 4L movement of piston, crank will rotate 2 times, that is 2 rotations of the crank, that is crank will rotate 2 times, and 4 stroke produce the 4L movement of the piston. So now I can say that the crank will rotate 2 times, that produce 4L movement of the piston, or 1 rotation of crank, the piston will move 4L by 2, that is 2L distance. Now actually this is the ideal cycle of 4-stroke engine, which is look like that. This is the compression process, this is the combustion process, this is expansion process, heat rejection process, and this is the exhaust process. So this and this is PV diagram. Okay, this is the cycle, that is A2 1 2 3 4 and 1. Now this is the ideal cycle. Now if we represent actual process, actual cycle is not look like that, where this will be this is the actual cycle. This is A. This process never be accurately the straight line, so this will be the curve. So this is A to 1, and after that 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 1, and then further A, this A point. Okay, this is the actual cycle. For 4-stroke engine. This is for 4-stroke engine. I am starting with 2-stroke engine. Now this is exhaust port, exhaust gas port. This is fuel transfer port. This is fuel inlet port. Now it can rotate, which is crank, and this is the connecting rod, and this is piston. First, the piston will move from this BDC to TDC, that is BDC to TDC. Here it will move like that. Okay. This piston will move from 1 to 2, and at this time the fuel will enter to this chamber due to the low pressure, that is minus pressure will generate here, a vacuum will produce and fuel will enter. So this process is 1 to 2. So this is suction process. This process is suction process. So this is suction process. As you know, when the piston will move from TDC to BDC, this process is the compression process. This is compression, because fuel will present here and this piston will move from this to this. Already fuel is there, so this process is pressure generation process. So this is compression process, and during the same time a negative pressure will generate here, and the fuel will enter to this chamber at the crank. So this process is the suction process. After the suction, a spark will generate here and combustion will take place. Due to the combustion, the piston will try to move from this 2 to 1. Further it will move 2 to 1, that is 1. During this process, before that, the piston will move up to that, then it will reach up to that. When the piston will over this line, then this port will clear and automatically the gas will exit through this line. When the piston is at that moment, at this point, at this position, the piston is moving to this line. So when the piston is at this point, this combustion gas will exit through this. So this process is 2 to 1 process, that is exhaust process, that is 2 to 1 in this process. So this is the exhaust process, and same time the pressure will generate here by this piston when it is moving in this direction. Then some of the fuel will compressed and it will pass through this line and enter to this cylinder for further combustion. So you can see that this is 1 to 2, and the same time this suction process will take place here. And when this expansion take place, that is 2 to 1, it's moving from 2 to 1, this is the expansion process. At the same time, during the expansion process, the gas will pass through out from this cylinder. So you can see that this process and exhaust process, and this expansion process is taking in the same time, and this suction process and the compression process are taking in the same time. So I can write this 1 to 2, that is the suction process and compression process. It's making together, and 2 to 1, this process, this is 1 to 2 and this is 2 to 1. This process is the expansion process. And exhaust process together. Now we can write here two processes are merged together. That is, suction process is merged with compression process, and expansion process will merge with the exhaust process. Okay, so we can write to produce one cycle, to produce this cyclic process, total number of processes are 6. That is, all these processes will take place in this. There are all processes, that is suction, compression, this suction process, then the compression process, then combustion, expansion. This will expand here, heat rejection, and exhaust process. Now of this 6 process, there are 2 strokes are there. So I can total number for this 2-stroke engine, there is 2 stroke, because this suction process and compression process is taking place in the same movement of this piston. Piston is moving in this direction. At that time, these two processes are making at the same time. So I can write total number of stroke are 2, that is A, suction and compression together, B expansion and exhaust together. Now here number of power stroke is 1, which is already we know. For the 4-stroke engine this is expansion, and for 2-stroke engine also this is expansion process. So this is expansion process. Now we can write for this 2-stroke engine to complete the cycle the crank will rotate. Now to complete the cycle the crank rotate one time, because when all this process will complete, the crank will rotate one time, that is 1 to 2 and 2 to 1. This process will take place, the crank will rotate half for this 1 to 2, and after that half for 2 to 1. So for the movement of the piston from 1 to 2, the crank will rotate from this point to this, and after that when it's moving from 2 to 1, this will further move here to reach this point. So we can see that this 1 to 2 and 2 to 1, that causes a cycle. This cycle, for this to complete this cycle, this crank will rotate one time, because for 1 to 2 it will move 1 to 2, that is half cycle, half rotation. And after that when it moves from 2 to 1, it will produce half rotation, that is produce the total 1 rotation to reach the same point, that is 1 to 2, 2 to 1. That is a cycle, and for this cycle the crank will rotate one times. So I can write, to complete the cycle the crank rotate one time. I have already said to complete this cycle the crank will rotate one time. To complete this cycle there will be 2 stroke, that is 2 stroke are produced by 1 rotation of crank. I can write, that is for 2 stroke mean 2L. One stroke is, this is L movement and this is L movement. So I can write this, for 2L movement of piston, 1 stroke means 1L, 2 stroke means 2L, movement of the piston, crank rotate one rotation, that is one time. So I can write 1 rotation of crank, the piston will move that is 2L by 1, that is 2L distance. Now for two-stroke engine, the PV diagram this ideal diagram it will be like that, but in case of actual diagram for two-stroke engine, this will be like that, where this is 1 to 2 process, where compression and suction at the same time will take place, and this 2 to 1, that is expansion and exhaust will take place at the same time. Now question may come, which engine produce more power? For 4-stroke engine, to produce 2 times rotation of crank, the power stroke supply by the engine is 1. That is, you can see for 2 times rotation of this crank, power stroke is only 1. For one cycle, to complete this one cycle, there is 2 rotation of this crankshaft, 2 times rotation of this crankshaft, and 1 power stroke is there. So I have written this: for 4-stroke engine, to produce 2 times rotation of crank, the power stroke supply by the engine is 1, or to produce 1 rotation of crank, 1 by 2, that is half power stroke, is there. Yeah. If 2 times rotation of the crank, the power stroke is 1, then what we can write? 1 rotation of the crank, this will be half power stroke, but in case of 2-stroke engine, to produce 1 rotation of crank, the power stroke supply by the engine is 1. You can see, for two-stroke engine to produce one rotation, that is to produce one rotation, the power stroke is 1. For four-stroke engine, you can see there is 2 times rotation, 1 power stroke. But in case two-stroke engine, 1 time rotation, 1 power stroke. So I have written this. In case of two-stroke engine, to produce 1 rotation of the crank, the power stroke supplied by the engine is 1. So double power stroke is supplied by the engine or is there in case of two-stroke engine. Therefore, the two-stroke engine produce double power than four-stroke engine.